Hello and welcome to my corner of the universe. I found this today and I found it really interesting. As Trump tries to dismantle the Department of Education, remember that his plan to cut the corporate tax rate to 15% would give the 100 largest corporations a tax cut larger than the entire Department K through 12 budget. The entire budget. Good grief. Yesterday we talked a little bit about my first teaching job and that I didn't actually have a space that was my own. I simply had a desk in the back of somebody else's room and and that was about it. In the second school I taught in, which was my old grade school, I did have an entire room that was devoted to music. So I could put things up on the walls and decorate the room and put educational stuff up that would be useful and helpful to my students. In the third place, I had a space as well, but I did have a whole closet full of broken xylophones, a couple of triangles, nothing that was actually of much use. And then I moved over here, and that school I had a space as well. In fact, that school was a designer space, to be sure. It was a mansion. Yeah, imagine teaching in a mansion. In a mansion that had been built for the daughter of Lord Hillingdon as a wedding gift. How lovely is that? And the first year I was teaching in one of the adjunct classrooms, and I did have some really nice Orff instruments, which I did use a lot. Gosh, those were pretty. And I was in a normal classroom. The designer classrooms were down the hall. But later, the next year, I was moved to one of the designer classrooms with high ceilings, carpet, mirrors that were 10 foot tall, so your class could see themselves, which was really good. It had a fruit corniche around in plasterwork all the way around the ceiling. It had painting on the ceiling. It overlooked the back gardens, which were quite lovely. We had a grand staircase, and the drive up to the house was pretty impressive. But not everybody has that. And I did have a budget, which was actually quite nice. And I was given some money to do some educational development. Only thing, there was a catch, that if you didn't use that budget in the school year that you were given, you couldn't roll it over so that you would have enough money saved so you could actually go and do something really useful, like finish your master's or something like that. You had to use it every year. So I always found someplace really interesting to go for to make sure that I used my my educational allowance, because after all, it was part of my pay, and I didn't think that they should actually get my pay. I thought maybe I should get my pay. That actually might be a good thing. So we'll talk about that another time. But I know that there are so many teachers. Didn't mean that I didn't go out and buy things, and markers and pens and foam tubes and paper and paint and supplement my budgets for wherever I worked, because all teachers do that. Think about it. Teachers having to supplement so that their classrooms can be well equipped, or equipped at all. And I've been in fairly good situations, but I've certainly seen and been in situations that haven't been so good. Well, I'm finally down to getting this piece pieced and just semi-tacked down, just to make sure everything is going to fit exactly the way I want it to. But I think it's come out really pretty. So have a lovely day. Oh gosh. And we'll talk to you soon.